All of them got to go. Yes, standing in front of the, let the people come in. How y'all doing out there, folks? Share this video. Share this video. We're about to bring light to the shooting of Ricardo Hayes by Chicago police officer Sergeant Khalil Muhammad. Share this video, people. Hold on. I got T.O. Hardeman, Matt Harrington. So in front of the 35th and Michigan Police Station, bringing light to the shooting of Ricardo Hayes by Officer Sergeant Khalil Muhammad. How many? Hey, T.O., how you doing? Y'all wanna?
Yeah, I'm here.
That's
right.
All right. Yes, hey, T.O.
Yeah, I'm glad to be out here, Brother Tyrone. Once again, we have a situation where Sergeant Khalil Muhammad shot an autistic young man by the name of Ricardo Hayes, shot him twice. It's like a drive-by shooting of an autistic young man here in Chicago, and it's totally unacceptable. Nobody appears to be stepping up, speaking truth to power in regards to this particular incident. And this Sergeant Khalil Muhammad needs to be fired. He needs to be fired and indicted. Kim Fox needs to step up and do her job. Superintendent needs to fire this guy immediately, because after today, I plan to organize a big event in regards to this particular situation. I'm still T.O. Hardeman on the front line, and this is unacceptable. That young boy could have been killed. The sergeant just did. Imagine this, a Chicago police sergeant doing a drive-by shoot on an autistic young man, a guy that's mentally challenged, and then the sergeant actually called in to the dispatcher saying the young man had a gun. And nobody's outraged. Nobody's saying nothing about it. It makes no sense. That's why we organized a press conference today. It appears the press is not really picking it up in a major way, but I tell you one thing, they will pick it up soon, because we're planning on organizing the same way we organized on Black Friday. We plan to organize a major event to bring more attention to this situation that's totally unacceptable. And I plan to organize with the autistic community, have people from the autistic community to join forces with us, because this young man could have been killed out there for nothing, just for running while being black and autistic.
I saw that tape. It looked like he just rolled up on him, called the young man to the car, and then shot him.
That's what Sergeant Khalil Muhammad did, and it makes no sense. They decided not to release the tape until it happened a year ago in 2017. But the thing is this here, they trying to make all these excuses. They didn't want to release the tape because he was a ward of the state, all this kind of nonsense. The reality, man, he shot this young guy for nothing. That's what we have to look at, for nothing. The same way a lot of young brothers are being shot down by each other for nothing in a lot of these situations. But we will not allow this situation to go undealt with. This sergeant needs to be indicted, and he needs to be fired, period.
Matt, Aaron, how you doing, sir? How you get involved with this case, and how did you hear about it?
Well, I heard it from our friend T.O. Hardeman. He brought it more to my attention. I heard about it first in the news, and like anything, I was shocked about a young autistic man being basically hunted down and shot like this cop was trying to bag some prey. And this is just, further proof that the rumors that we've been hearing for the last 5 years of police officers looking to hunt young African-American males is actually true, because we have it on video. And if we didn't have this video that was over from this person's porch, the police would have lied through and through on this whole thing. They would have said the guy had the gun, he tried to attack the officer. This child of God, this person who with a small mental defect in his poor way, is then shot at, and by a cold-blooded police sergeant that had nothing else to do because he wasn't on duty. He's listening to a police scanner to go out hunting, and that's what he did.
Wow.
Then I just want to say, it doesn't matter if the officer was black or white. It's totally
unacceptable. It's the system. It's the culture of Chicago Police Department.
And for them not to really step up and do nothing about this is dead wrong. And you have to understand, there would be no Kim Fox if it wasn't for Laquan McDonald. She needs to step in and do her job, indict this police officer. The video's out there. What more proof do you need? It's been stated, all these lawsuits are one thing, but dealing with real justice is another thing. The same way they paid off the Laquan McDonald family, and they paid them off thinking everything would be swept up under the carpet. we cannot afford to keep doing this mess out here. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, checking us out this morning, because it's not going to end here. We plan to continue to step up all the way. I got Brother Eric Russell out here. He may want to have a few. He good? Okay. He says he's good today, but that's okay. But we're out here and we'll see what happens in the next event.
Yeah. So
you got it.
Yeah. So this is what it is. We gearing up to hold the Chicago police accountable for this shooting of this young brother, and it's amazing. Ricardo Hayes. How old was Ricardo? How old was Ricardo, T.O.? 17 years old. The police shot him, and this is what it's about. We got to bring attention to this on every front, whether it result in a murder or just the mere disrespect of our sons and our daughters. We have to make sure that we stand as men against all these situations. I don't care if it's J.B. Pritzker disrespect and prejudice against campaign workers. I don't care if it's our sisters and brothers and females in these neighborhoods. Wherever it is, we got to stand on the front line of this here. We can't play no games. Listen, if we don't do it, who's gonna do it? They had to get this tape brought to the light a day through their efforts and hard work. Now we have the tape. We see the brother, and his name happened to be Muhammad, and that's amazing. Amazing. You are Muhammad rolling up on a young black man shooting his brother just like this. See, it shows you it's not even about religion. It's not about color in this sense, or black police, white police. It's about a system. Even when a so-called Muslim, that's a police officer. That's a police officer. He get caught up in the same system as everyone else. So that system of Chicago is just corrupt. As I say, we in front of 35th and Michigan headquarters. We asking that these individuals be fired. We asking that they be fired, that the Chicago police be held accountable, all of them. So this is where we at, and we're gonna keep doing this until we get justice, until we change this whole system. As this is our city, we have to live here. Then we're gonna make this a city where even young black men can walk the street without being not only in fear of each other, but in fear of the very people that's supposed to, that ought to be serving and protecting them. The police act like gangsters, and this is what we got to do.
Then I'm back again. I just want to say one more thing here. We plan to organize 500 to 1,000 people pretty soon to really address this issue the way it should be addressed. It appears that some people are resting on their laurels right now. They're not really concerned about what happened to this young guy, but anytime a police sergeant, I'm talking about a sergeant of the police department, was to sit up here and do a drive-by shooting, everybody need to hear me clearly. What this sergeant did was a drive-by shooting of an autistic 17-year-old young black man. It's totally, man, it's off the charts. And we need to step up on the highest level the same way we stepped up with Jason Van Dyke. So I'm encouraging everybody to get involved in the movement. More details coming soon. And pretty soon, like I say, we're going to have about 1,000 people marching with us out here until the right decisions are made, which will be, this guy needs to be fired and indicted, period. And I want everybody that's watching Brother Tyrone's live stream to get involved with us. When I call for this big event to come out here and step up, I need you to just show up. Let's show up and show out. It's all about a peaceful demonstration, but we have to continue to speak truth to power, because sometimes when we get a victory, Tyrone, people go to sleep after a so-called victory. Jason Van Dyke's conviction, some people feel it was a big victory, without a doubt, but at the same time, we cannot go to sleep now, because more work has to be done continually, because if we go to sleep now, situations like this will continue to happen. That's why I'm out here, because this is in my DNA.
Great question. Great question. Judge say, where is his family and the community?
Well, the family, they filed a lawsuit. They already filed a lawsuit, and we plan to reach out to the family as well to see if they would actually march with us. And I want everybody to know that marching and protesting does pay off. So I don't want nobody to think that it doesn't pay off. There's been a lot of changes in the Chicago Police Department since we've been organizing. I mean, more work needs to be done without a doubt. They had this consent decree. You had the Department of Justice came to Chicago, and you have a lot of changes, but more work definitely has to be done, because anytime the leaders, the so-called leaders of the police department, will not see fit to fire this guy, and then you got Kim Foxx, who has not seen fit to indict him, something's wrong with the leadership right there, sincerely. I have to just call a spade a spade. So therefore, since they're not willing to do their job, we're going to step up and do their job for them.
No doubt about it.
Get this guy fired and indicted.
No doubt about it.
That's what we're going to do, step up and do their job for them.
Yeah, so listen, the family, it's not just about the family in general, it's about the community. Like my man Jugnificent said, we have to be the message and the family and the community we want to see. We're not waiting on, even if his family didn't stand up. Exactly. It's not his, it's still our responsibility and duty to do what we supposed to do. And not only that, yeah, we dealing with the police issues and the police killing us, but I'm out here every day dealing with us killing each other. So that's the main case. If we're not gonna stand the same way for us shooting and hurting one another, then we need to just shut up. And the people that do have negative comments or or feel they need to entertain a comment that's negative, I'm just saying to y'all not out, if you're not gonna get out here and stand on this front line and help us change the conditions of our community so we can stop hurting each other, and so the police can respect us enough that they gotta know that they just not gonna shoot and kill our sons and incarcerate us falsely and incarcerate us for extended periods of time, and they don't have anything for us to get us back acclimated to society. Once we return back to society, then hey man, y'all, it's all talk. Let's get it going. Let's get out here in these communities. Let's find something to be a part of that's gonna bring positivity, and that's gonna bring some real clarity to some real issues that we're facing in our community. For one, stand by. We working on some initiatives to get some employment, man. I just snatched a few brothers off the street the other day and put them to work. That's what it's about. Taking these brothers off these corners, man, and changing their ideas and giving them something different to fight for. So thank y'all for tuning in. This is where we at, protesting the shooting by Khalil Mack of the young man Ricardo Hayes. He was Khalil Mack, a Chicago police sergeant. He shot this young brother, autistic young. It would have been swept under the rug if we hadn't got this tape that was shown. When was the 2017 tape? So we're moving out on this, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in and share. Thank you.